हे म्यूट करू का?
तुम्हाला मी होस्ट केलं.
मला करायच्या आधी मुजावर मॅडम करा.
मॅडम जॉईन.
हा ते जॉईनच झालेलं नाही.
सुवर्णा मॅडम तरी बाय डिफॉल्ट एक जॉईनिंग दिसते. काहीतरी इश्यू आहे.
बघा ते दुसऱ्या मशीनवर कोणी त्यांचं लॉग इन करून ठेवलं माहित नाही, वडर सरांनी का काय. काल तो सगळा गोंधळ झाला. आदल्या दिवशी काय झालेलं
तुमच्याकडूनच होणार होतं.
हो,
बॅकअप ऑप्शन म्हणून इथं ठेवलेलं. त्या म्हटल्या नॅशनल अँथम तरी करेना म्हणून मी इकडनं चालू केलं, कारण आपण बॅकअप ऑप्शन
नाही होतच नव्हतं.
तरी पण इथं ऑडिओचा प्रॉब्लेम झाला.
हो, शेअरच होत नव्हतं. नाही, अरे ये ऑन करू ना
मॅडम. ते ग्रीन. हा बापरे. करा तुमचं, करा की लॉग इन करा की तुमचं. सुवर्णाने केलं का? त्याने
त्यांचं ते सगळं गोंधळ वडर सरांना दिलं
करून ठेवलंय, कारण त्यामुळे सगळं आलो की नाही.
Hello and good morning all. I welcome you all on the second day of 7-day FDP on e-content development and research management. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's sessions. Now soon we are going to start with today's morning session for the second day, which will be covered by Dr. Manisha Shinde madam. I take the opportunity to introduce you with you all. That is Dr. Manisha Shinde. She is working with Bharati Vidyapeeth for last 11 years, and previously she was working with Sangli Bank for 3 years. She has completed her MBA, MCA, and DIPL, uh, that is Diploma in Intellectual Property Law. She has done her PhD in sentiment analysis, and she has published more than 16 research papers in international journals. I welcome her to the session and request her to start the session. But before that, I request all participants to mute their mics and put off their videos so that we can start and continue with the session smoothly. Now I hand over the session to today's resource person, Dr. Manisha Shinde, and request her to start her session on Google Docs and Google Sites. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dhanashree ma'am.
Yeah, good morning. Have a nice day.
Dear participant, good morning everyone. I'm pleased to deliver today's session on Google Docs and Google Site. This is the second day of 1 week online FDP on e-content management, e-content development and research management. And in morning session today we'll see Google Docs and Google Sites. Yesterday we have seen Google Forms and also Google Classroom.
ती झाडून घ्यायची झाडून घे गपरे माझं सेशन सुरू झालंय
So today we are going to start with Google Docs and Google Sites. Why we need to choose Google for document if there is other office suites are available. So as Google is available anywhere, anytime, quick feed form, multiple users simultaneously as well as asynchronously can work with Google. It is possible to have easy share, publish, edit, view, upload and download. So it is necessary to have Google Documents or to have knowledge of Google Documents. Because when we work without physically meeting or the period such as we are going through, how people are working on official documents without physically meeting, or how we work during lockdown period in last few months, answer is using Google Docs. Let's take an example of IMIDA's online event during lockdown period. IMIDA organized different online events during lockdown period. And for those, IMIDA used tentative plan with Google document. Those documents were submitted to directors and head of the departments by using collaborator or share options. Then registrations by using Google Forms, as we have accepted registrations for these FTP. Similarly, we had accepted registrations for different events by using Google Forms, brochure designs by using Google Sites, Google Docs for notices, templates, or other instructions, rule templates, etc. Doc designs can be performed by using Google Docs. So responses can be filtered and summary reports can be analyzed by using Google Sheets. Certificates were distributed by using Gmail, whereas different reports and summaries, event reports to organizations again were submitted by using Google Doc and Google Sheets. Now, why Google or where these Google Docs lies? Everything in Docs is stored and synchronized on your Google Drive. What is Google Drive? Google Drive is a Google Cloud which gives you storage up to 15 GB. It is given on free mode. Whereas if you want excessive memory, you have to ask for paid version of Google Drive, and that may be 2 terabyte, 10 terabyte, 30 terabyte. It depends on different packages you need. So for creating docs, here you can see the blue bar shows creating docs, whereas this orange shows new slides, this green shows creating sheets. All is wrapped together in form of docs, and to store those docs, to synchronize those docs, to edit those docs, Google Drive storage is provided. That is, if you do not have any kind of office suite on your machine, then also you can work with Google Chrome only by using Google Docs. So Google Drive is a file storage and synchronization service developed by Google. It was launched on April 24, 2012. Google Drive allows users to store their files on servers, synchronize files, and share those files. According to 2018 record, Google Drive users were 1 billion, and it is created by Google. Date is launch date of Google Drive is 2012, 24th April, and its owner is Google LLC. Type of site is file hosting service. Programming languages used for Google Drive and other services of Google Drive are Python and Objective-C. Now, what is Google Drive? If we'll see in this picture, this Google Drive provides us storage with Google Cloud. As I said earlier, on free mode basis, it may be up to 15 GB, and further for paid versions, it can have more in form of terabytes, and it can work anywhere on different devices. It provides desktop support when you are moving using multiple devices everywhere. As shown here, it may be laptop, it may be on mobile phone, it may be on tablets. Multiple users using same file can work with cooperation. Suppose you are having team of multiple users and those want to use same document, then they can use it from different devices they may have. They can use computer systems, desktops on offices or home. If they are moving, they are traveling, they can use their mobile phones or tablets. In that way, they can use multiple devices. They can work with cooperation. Suppose my team with 3 or 4 members is working on the same document, then they can work in collaborations by using Google Docs, which is not possible in other document versions. If you don't want to purchase any particular set or any particular office version, then you can go for a free version of Google Suite. You can go to earlier versions of your change. Participants are requested to mute their mic, please. You can go to earlier versions of your change by having history tracking. If you are working with other document versions, then it happens that if earlier changes are there, then you cannot view those changes with date and owners. But with Google Doc, it is possible. You can change and you can review those change. You can see history versions of owners and who has made what change. That also you can track by using Google Doc. It is compatible with Microsoft Office Suite. As you might have, or most of us might have learned, Microsoft Word document, we can easily handle this Google Doc also. Why? Because it is very similar with IDE and it is compatible with Word documents also. You can use any doc file, Word doc file or any doc file in Google Docs. So on priority basis, it uses AI to predict what you are looking for, or it gives you surface area with relevant information and relevant content you might be looking for. For example, suppose in last few days, if I have reviewed the changes of FDP registrations, FDP responses, if I am looking after feedback responses or assignments, documents, notices, then those relevant contents will be on my surface area of Google Drive. Those I can easily look and I can work on with. So it is possible with Google Doc, which is not possible with other things. So it is having strong base of AI to predict these things. So with Google Docs, we are having different number of types of documents or docs we can create. What is a Google Doc? Google Doc is a free web-based word processor, presentation, sheets, and form applications offered by Google. Yesterday, you have learned Google Forms. Dr. P.S. Patil sir, in very first session, demonstrated you Google Forms, how to create Google Forms. You have also seen Google Classroom, in which you have created Google Forms and how to see grades in Google Sheets also. So Google Drive in form of Google Docs provides a free and web-based word processor, presentation sheets, as well as forms. Today we are going to focus these three: word processor, presentation sheets, and along with this we are also going to look Google site. So why we are going to learn this? It is very important as it is available in free and easy to use version. We can easily see the revision history tracking, or we can go back to revision history. Suppose I want my document which is 2 days before and I want to have changes which I have made 2 days before, then I can save again, I can retry the document and I can get the document with revision history, date and time in Google Docs. It is possible online collaboration. If I am working on particular document, say feedback registration documents or feedback response documents, then those documents can be handled by my team members like Dr. Aisha Mujawar, FDP coordinator, is also handling those documents. So at the same time, we 2-3 members of FDP team are working on same Google documents. It is possible because Google Docs provides online collaborations to us. It is used to safely store on Google Cloud, as we need to log in our Gmail account, and then only it is possible to view our files and retrieve our files. So we can organize all our work, that too in collaboration, that too with authorized shares and collaborators added by us. We can also share those documents to view only, or we can share some documents like research papers or research works to have review and comments on those. So it is possible with Google Docs. Next is data safety and privacy. With Gmail login, it provides you data safety and privacy. When your collaborator is viewing those documents or editing those documents, he or she should have those privileges to view and make changes and make comments also. So with Google Docs, we can have documents, sheets or slides. In this image, you can see the fight of docs with words, sheets with Excel and slides with PowerPoint. Google Form is also the fourth part which has been covered yesterday. When you will view Google Docs, you will get such type of window where you can create your documents in all these Google Doc forms. So these are providing different types. Google document is the first version or first type, which is word processor. That is, if you are going to have any document or you are going to type any text kind of material, then you can use Google Documents. Google Docs provides you word processor, that to a free and web-based software office suite offered by Google. You don't need to have any type of office suite installed on your machine. It is available as a web application and mobile app also. For example, suppose you have made some changes in your office desktop and you want to change it from your home. You have to open your mobile phone. You can open Google Doc app from your mobile phone and you can make changes to that particular document. So it is compatible with all such type of different devices also. It is compatible with Microsoft Office file formats like DOC, DOCX, or different type of rich text formats. Such type of documents can be easily opened. Those can be stored in form of doc, as well as those can be stored in form of GDocs. GDocs is nothing but Google Docs. So it gives you extension as GDocs when you are creating new document in Google Chrome or Google Forms. When you will use Google Docs, it provides you one more strong feature, that is Explore. Explore is again machine learning based feature which provides search results based on the contents and action items, allowing users to assign tasks to other users. For example, suppose you are sharing your particular documents to your collaborators, then that document will be in recent documents and you can again perform or make changes and review similar kind of things, and you can have surface of those contents because your earlier actions were like that, and based on those action items only it is allowing you that kind of surface. So it provides you file limits up to 1.02 million characters. So with .gdoc, docs format cannot be larger than 50 MB, as well as its attachments also cannot be larger than 50 MB. So Google Documents can be created by using 3 steps. First step is sign in to Google account. Open your Google account, go to Google Drive, or you can directly in URL type docs.google.com/document. So it will give you this window wherein you will be having different options to create new document. So by using this window, you can create your first document in Google Doc. Second step is, if you are using Google Doc, then you can apply different editing options, formatting options. You can type text by using different input devices. You can have similar kind of action as you would have done in Microsoft Word. So by using edit and format document, go to tools, use voice typing. So this is very popular and very useful tool which you can use. Suppose you will use any blank document and in hurry you want to type something, or there are some kind of titles for which you need time to type. For example, suppose I am going to type Bharati Vidyapeeth Deemed University Pune, Institute of Management and Rural Development Administration, Sangli. Then in such kind of typing, it is not possible to have typing in short of time. So what is the alternative tool? Use voice typing. Just go to tools in Word doc, use voice typing and just say what you want to type. It will translate to text and it will get typed on your document. That is the main feature. One more popular feature is translate document to other languages. You can have any kind of earlier documents. For example, we had one event in May uh, on Foundation Day, and we had all the text and summary reports in doc form, and that too those were in English language. Now suppose we want to convert it in other language for regional news or for broadcasting news on new channels, or say we want to draft it in Marathi to provide Marathi newspapers, then what we should do? We should just open the document, we should click tools and we should select the text, we should click tools and we should translate the document to selected language, that should be Marathi. So it is easily possible. See, it often happens whenever we conduct any kind of event or we organize such type of conferences, FDPs. That time all the communication text is in English and we need to give news drafts in Marathi or Hindi sometimes. So that time you can just open it in Google Doc and you can translate it in form of translate doc language by selecting Marathi or Hindi. So easily you can frame your news draft. It's not hard to do. Sometimes we avoid to work on those things because of such hectic tasks. So we can easily do this and we can improve our performance and productivity. So when you will use any kind of template, on that template also you can select the template matter. For example, see here FDP team meeting. So we had FDP team meeting. It will give you text template in form of 22x or any xx matter or any kind of text it may be. So you are going to change it. How you will change it? You will just select this text. Suppose IMRDA had FDP team meeting on 15th June. Any other college might be having any other meeting on other date, then select the title and just say by using voice typing, just say what title it should be. It will get typed here. Select the date and just say the date as it is 15 June 2020. Here, instead of 15 June 2020, you can say any date. It may be 2nd July 2020. Then it will get typed instead of 15 June 2020. It will get typed in form of text document. So it becomes easy for us because we can easily say the words and quickly complete our tasks. So in that form, we can use readily available templates in Google Docs and we can convert it in form of other languages. Next thing is share and work with other Google users. So for Google Docs or not only Google Documents, all type of Google Docs in form of sheets, in form of sites, in form of slides, if you are working with Google, then it becomes very easy to share, edit or publish to others. So you can protect your data also by adding collaborators, by granting them particular privileges like edit only, comment only or view only, as well as on a single click you can share your documents with number of people. So you can have multicasting, broadcasting also by using these options. So this is the screen which is showing you here the same FDP team meeting I need to share with my other team members. So I am going to share it by using this share option. I will select my other team members and I will click on done. Then it will be shared with those particular team members. Now, what if those team members will not have Gmail account? This is the thing, they should have Gmail account to log in and use Google Docs. Then only they can work on these documents. So here you can see my colleague Ayesha Mujawar can be added here, and I can ask her to work with me on the same document FDP team meeting. Parallelly, we can work on it with synchronization, and it is possible with synchronization also and asynchronously also. Whenever I am not working at that time, she might be working on the same document, but changes will be reflected in main document and I can view those changes. Suppose you want to copy the link of notice and you want to share it on WhatsApp group or any other social media group like Telegram, etc. Then by using this option, you can just copy the link. Here you can see the symbol, and this symbol is always used to copy the link in Google. Wherever you will find this symbol is nothing but it is used for copying and getting the links. So in Google Forms also you can copy the link while sending the forms. While sharing the word processor documents also you can use this copy link option. So by using this option, you can share the documents. Now we'll have Google Word Documents tutorial. Now imagine you are you are going to work without meeting physically. Right now we are working like that only. We are not meeting physically. We are not allowed to meet physically. We need to keep social distance to fight with Corona. So for the same, we need to grasp some new techniques, and with this Google Docs, we can do that. So in this tutorial, we'll learn how to create Google document meeting or how to create any Google document template. You can use Google document for notices, meeting notes, or any kind of text part, or as you might be using in Word, you can use similarly Google document for your different tasks. And you can ask to work your collaborators or your colleagues on the same document and edit his or her changes. Submit it to your head of the department, and head of the department will review all those things and can make changes, and those will be submitted to head of the organization. Few days before only, our organization had asked us to submit our research details, and template had been provided to us. Now, if that template is Google Doc template, then instead of mailing that Google Doc, instead of mailing the particular template to every employee, just sharing is easy, because on the same document parallelly all 14, 15 or 50 people can work and type their whatever research details are. And if they are working individually, then what happens, they will submit individual report, and the team or group leader will collect the information, research coordinator will collect the information, make those changes, merge details, and then finally he will change the font, he will bring it to uniform and standard format, and then it will become possible to send him back to head of the organization. So it's a hectic task for that research coordinator also. Instead of that, why not to add collaborators? Allow them to make changes. Whatever changes they are doing, those will be done on the same document. So it is possible by adding collaborators. Now in this tutorial, you can have 2 collaborators, share it with students, other target users to view only. You can just copy the link and can use to share or embed it in text messages. You might have got our registration link in text message on WhatsApp or any other text message format. So it is possible to have such type of link and embed it in text messages by using Google Docs. Type event notice, translate document to Hindi or Marathi, which you can publish as a news. Now, note that while creating documents, effectively you can work with voice typing so that your productivity will improve and you will work more quickly. So the first step is sign in to Google. We are going to elaborate with this tutorial how to prepare a Google document. First step is sign in to Google. Open docs.google.com document, or else you can go to Google Drive and just click on new. You will get different options on left side top corner. Then on that also you will get new document option. From that also you can go to new document, or you can open it from direct URL. Then you will get displayed this window. In this window as shown here, this is the new document. This is new blank document, whereas all these are templates. Now here at rightmost top corner, you will also get a template gallery option to pin. So you can expand it. You can see what are different types of templates available with Google Docs, and you can select according to your need. For example, so for say for personal need, you need resumes, or you need particular recipe books or yearbooks, then you can maintain with that. Or your personal accounting data, your personal report, or your biodata can be prepared by using these categories. Furthermore, you can have work-based categories, project categories, education categories. So you can browse those templates, you will get those templates and you can work on that. For example, meeting notes here you can get in works, brochure designs you can get resume, you can get in resumes category, and you can work according to your need. Either it is personal need or organizational need, departmental need. You can decide, you can view the category accordingly. You can browse all the options available and you can select the template. If you don't want to use the template, you can directly go for blank document also, and you can open the document. So if I have selected meeting template, then it will explore me this team meeting. So this is available in this form of template. Team meeting for September 2026. Now I will be using this for my meeting. So I will change it from team meeting to IMR DH FDP meeting, 4th September to my date and time. Here, instead of typing and spending unnecessary time in typing, I will just use tools and I will use voice typing, and I will make required changes. And accordingly, I will make required changes in attendees, agenda, last meeting. Now, if you want all these parts readily available, subpoints and sections are available, sometimes we may miss few things. So in template form also, those are available here. If you don't want any such kind of subsections or any section, then you can delete unnecessary part also. You can just select the part and you can delete unnecessary part from those templates, or you can edit it according to your requirement by using these different options. Here different alignment and font options are also available. Next thing is editing and typing by using voice. How to do it? So go on tools. Whenever you will open any kind of tool or document, it will give you option tools. Click on voice typing. Then it will provide you voice typing. There are so many other options also, like spelling and grammar, word count. You can directly count the words, compare with other documents. Explore is the thing which is machine learning based, which provides you contents and preferences, or translate document also we are going to see. So this document template can be changed by using this voice typing option. This is the voice typing symbol for mic. This symbol is gray color. When you will click on this voice typing option like this, see the change. When you will say this, then just click on the gray color mic and then you will get the red color. So you will get this the red color mic, and then you can start talking, and then you will get all these templates. Now, when you are working with recent docs with dates for revision, you can get all these changes. This is the next thing which you can do. I'll take a short break of 1 second and then we'll continue. See, now on request of participants, I'm just providing live session on YouTube. Now let's continue with the session. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Okay. So we'll continue
Hello, ma'am.
with
Hello, ma'am.
this open existing document
Hello, ma'am.
from recent templates.
Hello, ma'am.
Now you can go to any
Hello,
of
ma'am.
your last saved document and you can just click on tools. Again, see, this is my already existing document
Hello,
for one earlier event, and now I am going to translate it in other language for news draft. So I have opened this document. Now I will go to tools, translate document, and then whenever I will click on translate document, the whole document will get translated to selected language. How to perform this? For that, click on translate document. You will get the window which will provide you wizard to provide name, file name. So here you have to give file name first for translated copy, what you want to say. So new document title, I have given it as a Marathi news. Then you are going to select language. In which language you want to convert it. As I have given title only as Marathi news, I will convert it to Marathi language. So now I am going to convert it to Marathi language. And so you can see the translated document in Marathi language. See, within just single click, I can convert the whole document and I can prepare the draft. And I just have to share it. So in next window, you can again see these 3 steps. First step is just go to docs.google.com, document, create new or template document. You can make changes to template, or if you are having any blank document, just type. Preferably use voice typing. If you want to translate document to any other language, you can translate it to Hindi, you can translate it to English, or you can translate it to Marathi. Vice versa also you can work. You can translate and switch between languages for same contents by using this translate doc language facility. And as Google provides the best facility collaboration, we can use share and work with Google users. So here we need to click on share. This is in last window. Share option is available here at right topmost corner. You can click to this share button. You will get the window where you have to add collaborators. Then again you can select the existing contact list collaborators. You can add them. Here you will get options as the collaborator should be editor or just a viewer, or he should make comments on your document. Then click on done. At the same time, here you will get copy link wizard. You can copy it and you can share it with text messages. So next thing is Google Sheets. With Google Sheets, spreadsheets you can easily make. So in 3 steps, as I have shown here, you can make Google documents starting from docs.google.com document. Now again I have repeated the same. Why? Because the uniformity I want to show you. The same 3 steps at abstract level you can see. Docs.google.com spreadsheet. Instead of documents, just type spreadsheet, then you will get these sheets. Okay, you can create new sheets. Again, here you will get blank template of sheet, or you can have different type of template galleries depending on different types. You can have monthly budgets, to-do list, or financial analysis, or different recent works. Like recently you would have captured some information in form of Google form responses. That also will be explored here in recent worksheets or spreadsheets. So in next step, again you need to edit. That is, the first step is you have to create doc. Second step is you have to edit the doc. You have to add the strong features of those docs. And the last step is share and work in collaboration. Now specifically if you are working with doc, then editing and formatting and other tools will be different. Again here, if we are working with spreadsheets, then we need to use its strong features, like protect sheet is the strong feature, or split your columns, insert function, analysis. Different analysis are possible. Now if we are using Excel with Excel also it is possible, and now we are used to Excel. We can easily handle those functions and we can use it. But if you're going for strong functions and strong data analysis, you need to have some add-ons in Excel also. Similarly, you can have some add-ons in Google Doc also. So these are working together, or Google Sheets and Google Docs are growing day by day, and they are providing their own space on free basis to us. Now by using functions, you can elaborate categories of functions. Here different type of functions are represented. So with single category, again you will get number of different functions. I have just shown for the sample statistical functions. It is having different type of test, standard deviations. It gives you everything that you need for statistical analysis. As it is given in Excel, similarly it is possible in Docs also. So if you are very much familiar with Excel, and then also it is not possible to work in collaboration in Excel, then you can go to Google Docs, or simply you can get your Excel file also in Google Doc, and you can work in collaboration. You have to just add collaborators. So you need to select these functions and apply these functions. Then second strong function is Google Translate. You can use here again. Google Translate to particular cell, it can translate to particular language. As you have translated the whole document, it can translate to particular cell to particular language. Also, it is possible with Google Docs spreadsheets, which is not possible with other spreadsheets or sheets. And it again provides share and work with Google users in collaborations. Now the next thing is Google Slides. So main 3 documents, see, documents, sheets, and third one is slide. Again we will see the uniformity. First uniformity is create document, by opening specific URL. You are going to google.com and specific document or spreadsheet. Now instead of spreadsheet, here you will open presentation. Then again it will give you blank template or different type of categories of template. So in blank document you can type on, you can design your own contents, whereas in template category you will get different albums or plans or reports, or you can have flashcards, you can have recipe books. So template gallery is available in different forms, and those are very attractive forms, easily used, as well as it provides you recent slides you might have prepared. So as I am showing you the slide prepared of the presentation or session over here is Google slide only, and here it shows, my Google Drive shows you recent file of this Google slide of this session slide, and I can open it, I can browse it from recent document as recently I am working on it. So it is possible with Google Slides to create and or to go directly to new slides. Next thing is to edit and format document. So from these templates you can have any template, and again you can edit, format document. So edit, format slides specifically you need to again use strong features as attractive templates. These are the strength of Google Docs. And editing facility to replace image or to add animations or to insert new images is possible. And again you can share and work with other users in collaborations. Now you will say that which is better. If you need to frequent change, then if you're going to change it from anywhere, any device, then it is always better to use Google Doc. Say you're not meeting physically, then it is always better to use and work with collaborators, share, publish, circulate info. Or suppose it is any temporary endeavor. For example, suppose you're working for events, conferences, which on deadline you are going to start and which on particular deadline you are going to work, then in such situations always you should prefer to use Google Docs instead of other office suites. Why? Because you will get template ready documents and you can easily collaborate it to, with your team members. You can share to your audience, target audience like us. Target audience is always students. So you can share with them, you can publish it, or you can circulate the information also. And the strength of Google document is any kind of Google document, either it is slide or it is any kind of other document, you can easily publish it in form of web pages. So it is easily published in form of web pages, created link, and that link can be shared to others. So it is also possible. And to create advanced forms and surveys that are readily available online also, for that also you need to use Google Docs. So for these things it is better. It is, if you need extra functionality and formatting power or serious data analysis, then instead of these docs you should go for Microsoft. Instead of Google Doc you should go for Microsoft if you are working for serious data analysis or extra functionality. Now you will say, what about research data? If we are working on research data, usually we collect the information and from audience by using Google Forms, or we need to have surveys in research. Then that time you can use advanced forms and surveys analysis. You can get extracted all that data in responses forms in form of sheets. Available possible options are there. You can use those options. If your research demands more formatting powers and serious data analysis, then only go to Excel. Otherwise you can continue with Google Docs. So that is the better choice when you are working for easy handling and when you are working in collaboration. So now we will have hands-on. I'm going to stop my share screen till the time we will enjoy one slide. I'm going to just switch my screen.
माणसाने कंप्लीट करून मग मला गुगल ड्राईव्ह शिकवायचं. ते मला
सुरू झालं ना त्यांचं.
Now suppose we are working on Google Docs. You need to first browse the URL for document. Here you can start a new document with blank document, or you can have template gallery. From this template gallery, you can select different options, or else here the next grid is available with recent documents. So on which recent documents you are working, all those recent documents also will be displayed here. So with this, recent documents also can be edited, and you can see the owner's views and revision history. So if same document you have changed, then the same document with its revision history will be explored here in recent documents. Now you are going to work on templates, say meeting notes. If you want to switch template gallery, click to this template gallery. You will get it expanded to different categories like resumes, letters, personal, work. Mostly we need to use personal as brochure, newsletters, or we need to use project proposals, meeting notes, etc. So we'll see one example. Meeting notes. Click on meeting notes template. Then you want to add something, just use voice typing. Click on voice typing. Again, I will show you the option. Go to tools, click on voice typing, or you can use shortcut Control plus Shift plus S. So here it will give you click to speak. Now you can speak your changes. Allow your microphone. FDP team meeting. So it accepts as you will say, and as it will sense the information. If there is some noise, it will sense that noise also. So whatever I'm saying, if I've not clicked again on this mic, again it will get typed. So just unclick, and then again you can see the changes. FDP team meeting. Now you want to change this 4th September 20XX to 2nd July 2020. So again click 2nd July 2020. One.
त्याच्या घरी हे ते कुठं काय
3rd floor. BBDU, IMRDA. Now it will take it in form of grammatical sentences. Now if you are using any abbreviation or short form, then you can switch again to text typing or keyboard typing. Sangli. Dr. Pallavi. Mrs. Dhanashri. Dhanashri. Dr. Amarja. Dr. Aisha. Dr. Pratap. So you can make such type of changes. Now, if you want to make some changes in last meeting follow-up, go to particular section. Again, type the changes, last meeting follow-up, first day session, collection of feedback and attendance. Sorting attended participants. So instead of new business, if you want to have new points or new agendas, new tasks, you can change it accordingly. Tasks. Today's session. Technical arrangement. Session chair arrangement. Expert arrangement. Similarly, you can have notes, action items on which you want to work, and next meeting agenda. Here I will directly show you ready template. Now portion of the template I have shown you how to work with voice typing, and easily you can work with voice typing. Now you can share this document by using this option. Click on share. It will provide you this window, share with people and groups. Here you can add collaborators. Now Dhanashri Sahasrabuddhe. It will show you your colleagues and recent communication list. So as it works on contents or surface area on your action items, recently I am in communication with these team members for this FDP. So it is showing me this list, and accordingly I can select this list. So it is working with artificial intelligence. I can notify these people. Please look on please look after meeting requirements. So I can give some information messages. From here I can change viewer, commenter or editor. Now these people can be editors. Suppose I am sharing any document with my students and I'm expecting those students only should view it instead of editing it, then I need to check it as a viewer. They only should view it instead of making any changes in my document. Or my organization heads or research guide can comment on my document. For that I can select commenters. So it is useful for research students and research guides also. And when you are working in team, then you can select as an editor. Then you can send it. It will be sent. And now Dhanashri Sahasra Budde, my collaborator, and Aisha Mullah, my collaborator, can work on this document. They can make changes to the same document which I have prepared here. Now the next thing is translating documents to other languages. For that we'll use different document. From my recent documents, I will use any other document recently used doc files. So here you can get the information and documents. Click on those recent documents. Now suppose I want to make some changes. I can make those changes. And now I want to translate the document in form of news. So this translate document,
हा माहिती आहे की ते
translate document,
कोटीची प्रॉपर्टी आहे पण
go to translated copy of untitled document. Instead of that translated copy, just give new document title here as news draft. Then choose language. Which language you want to choose. So it provides these many languages. Suppose easily you want to switch to any language, then you can just start with particular letter. Like if you want to choose Marathi, then you can start with M, then it will show you the list of other languages which are starting with M along with Marathi. So you will select Marathi, click on translate. So the whole matter is converted in Marathi. Now I can use it for news draft. Suppose I am going to share it, then I will share with my HOD. He will send it. Hello sir, please consider this for Marathi newspaper. So he can easily share this document with reporters. Now, once I have sent, I will recognize that something I don't want to add here, I can make changes. So all those changes will be also reflected to the recipient of my document, as he is working on real-time document instead of the sent document. So it is easily possible to work in collaboration. Whenever I will edit or whenever I will make any change, then at that time that change will be reflected to recipient also. So all collaborators can get that change. And suppose any other collaborator is making any change, then that change is also reflected to me. So I need to allow such type of changes, and carefully I need to add collaborators and collaborator options or privileges while sharing the documents. In that form we can create document. Now the next thing is sheets. So again, instead of documents, just select spreadsheets. You will get blank spreadsheet as well as template gallery and my recent documents. So here my recent Google form responses in form of spreadsheets. If you have extracted your Google Form responses in form of spreadsheets, then only those will be visible in form of spreadsheet, or else those will not be visible in spreadsheet. So you need to go to Google Form, click on responses, and you have to click on such plus mark. This is the symbol for spreadsheet on Google Form responses. So you need to click on that symbol, and then you will get responses. So you will get title. By default title is whatever the form title along with responses. So it is event registration responses. These are my recent documents, as well as I can create new documents. Now instead of creating new document, I will use recent document. Here you will get explored all the registrations which you have extracted from your Google Form. So this is data of one seminar we had conducted earlier in Feb, and we can work on that. Now I can select particular cell to work on, or I can select the entire document, from which you can just go to insert functions, and you can have some function, count function. For example, suppose instead of going to forms, if I want to count name, how many participants are there, then I will go to insert functions and count. So it will show me counts. So as it is Google Form, I have set warning to it to edit. I cannot edit official data. So it is giving me you cannot edit this data, and you can try. Such type of warning also can be set. It is also possible, and to demonstrate that only I had set such type of warning. I cannot, that is being employee, I cannot edit this official data anytime. Such type of privileges also can be added here. But whenever you want to have any such kind of functions, then you can go to format, and you can use it similarly as you might have used it in Excel. So you can use different statistical functions. It provides different ranges of statistical functions. So these many statistical functions, those who are working in particular research statistical tools, if they need, they can use these statistical functions in Google Docs after collection of data. If you want to insert chart, then also you can insert chart. It provides explore. It is in bottommost right corner, explore option. You have to click that. Then from that explore option, you can format, you can edit your themes. Again, it gives me warning to edit. So you can edit the theme. You can insert graphs, analyze those graphs with these sheets only. The data is available. So it is based on machine learning. What Google got from your information, Google will provide you necessary charts. But if you want different charts, you can insert those charts separately. You can share it with your collaborators by using same share option, and you can use copy link. You can copy the link and you can share with other collaborators or other users. So this is about Google Spreadsheet. There are number of functions which you can use. Next thing is Google Slides. So here Google instead of spreadsheets, google.com presentation. And then you will get all these presentation slides. Now, as I'm working on this FDP session Google slide, this is in recent presentation. This was my rough work earlier, Google Doc PPT, and now this is renamed as, or this is saved again in different form, FDP session on Google Doc and Google site. Now again you can create with template also, you can work. I will show you this photo template. So with this you can replace images, you can upload from computer, you can search from web, or you can link other URLs. I'll just show you one example. In that way you can change images also. So you can type the text, you can use voice typing. Again it will give you to present. Here you will click on present, you can share your presentation, you can work in collaboration. Again all these strong features are available with Google Slides also. If you will click on present, it will get presented. Now how it can be presented, I will directly show you in my this presentation, as we are going to continue with Google Sites now. So is this visible? Presentation Google Sites. Okay. Now we are going to continue with Google Sites. Google Sites, those are websites, and sites are generally made to make information available on the web. Google Site allows users to edit a document with no HTML or markup language to learn. For example, if we want to design any website, we think that we should have knowledge of HTML or website programming languages, any .NET or any programming language, then only we can design websites. But it is not so. Google has provided us this strong feature, and with this feature it provides customization options, templates also. Users or organizations can create a website with their own personalized look and feel. Users can work in collaboration, and it is easy to edit and share, and it is free, so you can easily use it. As Google provides you 15 GB data free, you can create your profiles or your departmental or your class, team, group, project websites, brochures, conference informations, notices in form of websites or Google Sites, and you can provide the link to other users. So what you can do, you can build your website as class, team, club, group website, or personal or event website, brochures for events or FDP conferences. Now, if you have seen this FDP of IMRDA brochure, that is in Google Sites. So we have also used Google Sites to easily design the website, build the website, and again share it with you people. So easily the link can be shared in form of text messages. It can be embedded in text messages. Now Google websites or Google site building provides us customization by having link with any Google content. It may be Google Sheet, it may be Google Form, Doc, Maps, Slides. All those contents also can be embedded in form of, in Google websites. So those contents you can design separately. Those notices you have designed separately, you can again connect them to your website. It is good for fast and project-based temporary endeavors, personal requirements, but it has limited features, limited customization capabilities, and content is also static. So you can do smart work. You can design forms, Google Forms, and you can link those forms to these type of websites in form of links or customizations. In that way, you can make it dynamic, but basically it do not provide such type of strong dynamic features. So it is not suitable for large business and organizational profiles, but it is very much suitable for such type of temporary endeavor or project based endeavor which needs to work fast and which needs attractive templates of websites, or which needs free type of space which is available with your Google personal space or event websites, class websites, team websites, or experiments for students can be performed by using Google Sites. So this is the template of Google Sites. How you can open Google Sites? First thing is go to sitesgoogle.com. It will give you different templates. Open one template. I have opened team template. Now again I will say the same thing. Go to sitesgoogle.com. Open the URL. Then you will get new plus template. Then go to particular template. I have just selected team template, okay, for demonstration. So go to team template. Second thing is rename this team template. You can use this title. Any Google Doc can be renamed by using this title. Just select that title and type the name you want to it. So it will be renamed. Then third thing is you can use this header part. The black image screen is showing you header part, and it will give you some customized themes also. So already given template themes are like this, but from these right side pane you can have options to select different themes. So you can accordingly select the themes for the title, as well as here change image header option gives you to change header image or title image. So if you want to replace the image with your organizational images or some type of building images or some type of title images you would have designed, then you can use it here. Then the next step is to work with different sections. So here it shows 4 to 5 steps. What are these numbers? I have explained these numbers again in this slide, but I am explaining here. So when I will provide you this presentation, again you can use the same for reference. So 4 to 5 step means you can deal with detailed section. Either you can place placeholders or other pages or links, you want images from insert section or pages section, or you can delete it, or you can change the images, you can change the theme, you can change the font or text from detailed section. Then sixth is insert tab. Here you can use this right pane with 3 different tabs: insert, pages, and themes. And these are 6, 7, and 8 tab. This insert tab provides you to insert different pages. So here you can insert documents like sheets, or you can insert slides, or you can insert forms, whatever Google contents you might have designed or maps. From insert tab you can insert those, as well as you can insert pages, you can link copies, or you can embed those materials. Like suppose you have already published one video and it is on YouTube, then you can select to particular area of image and you can embed that by using pages, links. And you can change themes. So themes are nothing but the basic theme provided with color and customization options. You can change it with themes, fonts, styles, but it is limited to particular set of themes provided by Google. So you cannot do much of formatting. It is limited for such type of functionality and formattings. So you can use it for static data presentation. Finally, you need to publish or share it. You need to publish it by using this 9 step. You will publish it. It will give you window on which you will give URL or website name, by using which you can share it or you can explore your website. Now, once you published website, again you can make changes on the same website. Again, you can publish with revisions, and you will get earlier version also, that is history version also, and revised version also in the Google Drive. So whatever Google Docs and Google Sites you are creating, you will get it in Google Drive. So you can publish and you can make changes. Again, you can work in collaboration with this Google Sites. So step 1 is open https sitesgoogle.com new site. When you will select any template from template gallery, for quick design you can select the template, Or if you want to blank, then you can select blank document, blank site also. Then update header section and logo image. Now here it provides header section, enter site name. Here it will provide you menu list, and here it will provide you one image icon for logo of the website also. Then update header section, logo image, update detail section, links, images, text. Again, you can add, remove sections as per your information requirement. Use insert tab with right side panel to insert Google Forms, YouTube, Maps as on to register to FTP. If you will use button register, you can add or insert Google form of registration. So go to insert, just click on button, it will provide you to insert, then insert Google form, and you need to select the Google form of registration for the FTP. Then easily you will design the website. Use pages, you can design menus, and you can insert pages of schedule or other information about this information like that, and change the theme and publish the website. It's that much easy. Hands-on on Google Sites. Go to sitesgoogle.com. Then as I have taken this template, you can select blank or you can select the template from which you can design your website. It will show your recent websites also. You can see the event website or FTP website or recent websites. Now, first thing is I'm going to change image. Here I can add logo. Go to upload. Now I can do reverse thing. I will change this image with title image available here in downloads. Okay. And as I don't have logo right now, I will add some other image. So that image is logo image. You can edit it also. Now you want to give name to your website. FTP on e-content development and research management. In that way, here title is represented. Now you can change this part, or as you have designed it in other forms in form of slide design, then you can delete this section also. You can easily, we can work with slides. Now you have to remove readability adjustment here. It will look like this. Now you want to change the name of website. It is demo web for me. I don't want this section. If I want, I can edit like this. This is demonstration of Google website. So if you want to change this font, then you will have these many options here. You can switch to title, heading, subheading, or small. Right now it is small. You can go to subheading. This is demonstration of Google Sites. Welcome. You can write short description here. Now if you want to edit this button is there. Now suppose I'm going to edit. Instead of learn, register here, and then You can copy any other, for example, suppose google.com. And FTP registration form, and then send. So you can see 171 responses. You can extract by switching it to spreadsheet. Here you can go to copy link. So few participants had asked how to copy link for form. They can see share, and by default it will give you email option. You just have to switch copy link. You can shorten it. It will give you short URL. Just copy it and paste it anywhere, email or text, anywhere you want. Okay. Now we are going to paste it on our website link. So update. Now these images are available here. You can again change or link these images, replace images, upload. You can select and adjust. You can change title. So in that way you can type text. You can have images. Here this tab insert, rightmost side of my screen shows insert, pages and things. Now you can click on insert and you can get some insert options like text box, images, or you can have embed, or you can go to your drive directly and you can select the content which you want to have in your website. You can have collapsible text or table of contents, image carousel. You can add. For that you need to insert different images. You need 2-3 images for that. Click on insert. If you want to add pages, it is having home, project, project 1. Now if you want to add, just click on this plus mark at bottommost right corner. See, this is plus mark, wherein you will get new page or new link option. Again I am showing you, this is the portion where I'm pointing the pointer. Here it is. So new page, just click on new page and you can have new page about us. Done. So it is the new page with about us. So get in touch with us email. imrda@bharatividyapeeth.edu. You can type address, title, URL, website information, extra information you want to have in about us. You can place all these controls also. Okay. In that way you can design one more page. You can have multiple pages. Again you can click to this new page about us, then you can have history. So in that way you can have multiple tabs. Then theme for this history page maybe like this. So it is giving title. So these are some limitations. You cannot easily format it, but you can use it for with template, and you can merge with your available suits, other office suits. And as I have used slide design and I have just uploaded it in image form, so you can do like that, or you can use the available title forms, title customizations. Also you can change theme color from here. Font styles for the text selected, so it will get changed. Now you can add so many things like this which are available, but these are limited to design static website, personal website. But as its a strong feature is collaboration and you can work in real time, you can easily share with audience, you can use it for temporary endeavor, which we need to do frequently. So go to publish to share it. Here it asks you to have FTP1, FTP on e-content. So web address, it should not be this much long. So we'll have just FTP. FTP is great address, but it is already taken. So FTP 2020. It is also taken. So we'll try one more. FTP. Why not to have IMRDA? IMRDA FTP 2020. So the URL will be https sites google.com view IMRDA FTP 2020. You can publish it like this. So it's publish. You can get link. This is the link. You can copy and you can browse it somewhere else. See the website demo we have designed FTP on e-content. It will look like this. It is having home, it is having about us and history. So with this, I thank you very much. Thank you for your overwhelming response and thank you for joining us. Over to Dhanashree ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Manisha, for this informative session. Now, I announce that the session is open for question and answers. If anybody have got any queries, they can either ask or they can enter their queries in the chat box. Now, the session is open for question and answers.
Okay.
Okay, the question from Pooja Navardkar ma'am is, for Google site, is it paid or free?
It's free, ma'am. As Google provides us 15 GB free cloud data on Drive, whatever Google Docs we are created, we can get on Google Drive. Similarly, if you are creating any Google site, it's free. But as it is limited with formatting options and it is not having that much dynamic formatting customization, then you can use it for temporary endeavor like brochure designs, or you can use it for personal websites, profiles, or class or experiment designs, team designs, project based designs, it may be. But for organization, you can't go for Google Sites.
Okay, ma'am. One more question from Satish sir. That can we use this on mobile?
Yes, yes, sir, easily. It's not updating on Google, but it can be viewed on Google.
Launch of any strategic marketing.
You cannot make changes on Google mobile apps, but you can view the published website.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I think there are no more questions, but if anybody has got any queries, they can contact madam on her personal email ID, which will be shared soon with you. Thank you, madam. The session was very informative. As we have got comments, all have liked and enjoyed the session very nicely. I thank very much, and I announce that the session ends here, and we will be meeting again in the afternoon at sharp 1 o'clock for the afternoon session. I thank all the participants and thank resource person Dr. Manisha Shinde madam. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dhanashree ma'am. Thank you everyone for joining.
As related to the